whenever possible, teachers will do this, teachers will do that. Right. So all number 1 states, if you read it verbatim, is that they will apply 2 through 8. What we're saying is if you're going to apply 2 through 8, make it grade level, not teacher determined.
I don't know.
Well, number 4, teachers may
I would debate
discretion.
this.
I think it was grade level teams. As a team, they
I just don't think you can just say grade level, because I think grade level is more applicable to elementary school, but content,
I think
subject level is more pertinent to middle school. So if you're going to say it, I think you need to
grade
modify it
/ subject.
for both.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm just saying, okay,
graders.
well, how is like we call it the 6th grade? That's a grade level.
Okay, what about special and art? I mean, they're not part of one grade level team. I mean, they would have their own.
Right, but you're not going to say paint a Rembrandt to a kindergartner. So they still have grade level appropriate tasks. You're not going to give a pair of scissors to, a preschooler. So you're still going to have a grade level task. So that's why it would be grade level consistency, grade level appropriateness. I don't care how you say it, I don't care what word, but I don't think it should be individualized with the word teacher.
At the end of number 5, as per teacher discretion. Then we're
you guys can put in whatever word you wish.
I think that's just, that was a big problem.
Yeah,
there was no consistency in the teams or in the levels, and I think it's really important to be specific.
Do we have the...
Could you put teacher /T or...
I mean, if it's implied, why don't we just say it?
No, I don't have an issue with saying it. I mean, I agree with what you're saying. I'm just questioning that if we simply said grade level teachers, would that be specific enough to take in both elementary and middle school? That's just the only thing I'm trying to get clear in my mind.
Could you say grade level / subject? I mean, do you have the things that the parent advisory came up with? Because I know they had pretty specific words of how it should. It was very good. I didn't bring it.
The curriculum council looked at it over in detail.
And they changed it?
Yes.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Well,
yeah, help me. You have to give me specific words here. I mean, I'm hearing a lot of generalities, but I wouldn't know how to take this back and fix it to address the concerns.
I'm giving you one. I'm calling it grade level.
Which number are you talking about?
I think all of them.
Any place where teachers are.
Can we start just one person, Mark, please?
Sorry.
Okay. I would agree that it'd go in number 4. Start off with the word grade level, subject matter experts. I mean, I don't know, number 8.
Wisdom has number 5, the end of 5.
Number 5.
Wait, hold on. So you're saying grade level teachers, okay.
Grade level
team
is what we're really looking for. We're looking for...
Wait, hold on.
We'll come back to that.
Well, let's put it this way. Grade level or subject area teams.
Correct.
Can I offer a suggestion, Mark, on this one?
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
What if we just defined what we meant by teachers in this document?
Put an asterisk and then down below put a definition.
Yep.
That would be fine.
For the purpose of this document, teacher refers to teachers within a grade level or teachers within a subject content area. Something like that.
That sounds fine. I think that's...
I guess I would advise against that, and I'll tell you why. Because when you get to number 5 particularly, where it says only one further attempt will be allowed for a written assessment as per teacher discretion. This was also a discussion among the parent group, and you do have situations where a student has various cognitive abilities and so on, where another attempt may be feasible. And so we had a lot of discussion on this, that this is per teacher. All right. So that means that a 3rd grade teacher, given a certain student, may say, you know what, the guideline says one, but in your situation, I'm going to allow another one for a good reason.
Doesn't that open up subjectivity?
Right, we're back to subjectivity from objectivity.
Right.
We're right back to the
Well, do you want to...
Students are not black and white.
Yeah, students are not black and white,
If we don't
exactly.
have a certain amount of subjectivity,
But why can't they talk amongst the team? That was my big concern, is that, you know, if there's a special instance or a case or something, let them talk so that it's consistent. Okay, so I let this person go because of this, and maybe moving forward, everyone else that falls into this situation, they can do it, you know?
Well, one of the other team members might have that same student too, and may not be aware of those extenuating circumstances.
And that's fine, and that's why Karen's suggesting they talk.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
So I still think, though, that we want to make sure that's consistent amongst the team, because that was the biggest, that was what I took away, that there was no consistency.
And with all due respect to the curriculum council, they're not the ones that will ultimately hear it, so.
But they are the ones who are the teachers, many of them are the teachers who have to.
Thoroughly understood.
Carry through.
Thoroughly understood.
So all we're saying, though, or what I'm getting out of this, is that we just want enough detail in this, that there's no question as to what is implied.
Right, I don't necessarily want
subjectivity.
consistency, I want continuity.
Continuity, thank you.
Because consistently means I consistently do it wrong.
Right, no, in that continuity and
Or could.
communication amongst the team. So, you know, if you've got twins and they're one's, you know, given one opportunity and the other's not given the same type of opportunity, it just doesn't seem right. And I know that that's what I heard.
Okay, so number 4, grade level or subject area teams may exercise discretion. Is that?
Sure.
Number 5, what was the suggestion?
Same thing.
Same thing, as per.
Basically, any time there's the word teacher.
Right.
I mean, part of their team is their resource teachers, right? Is that part of their team? So they would know, like, if a kid had a need that needed extra time or extra test or whatever, or maybe ESL. I think we talked about the kids that are learning English might need more than one attempt because they don't speak English, and so.
Yeah, I have to kind of reiterate the discussions the teachers have had on this. So let's play this out. You have a special needs student in 3rd grade. They have a resource teacher assigned to them and a classroom teacher. Okay. So these two know this student very well as far as, and then probably, let's say even 2nd grade. And they're probably going to be in the same homeroom all the time. The other 3 2nd grade teachers aren't going to know this student from Adam. So what you're saying there is that any discretion to give this special needs student a second try has to go through the other 3 2nd grade teachers. I just don't understand the logistics.
Right, but what you're doing is, I'm sorry, this is a definition I use all the time. You're pulling out the exception. This program is for the norm. You know what I mean? So we have to implement this from the norm, and not the exception. You're pulling out the exception and saying there's this one special needs student, so we're going to write this entire program based on this one situation.
Well, no, and what I'm thinking is that absolutely they should talk, because what if the other teacher at 2nd grade has a similar situation, and they're like, oh, you know, I don't know, let's talk about it. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Let's do it again. Let's give these kids a second try. But I guess, so that's where I'm thinking, yeah, communicate amongst the team so that it's this child with the same problem over there. If they don't talk, this one's going to allow it, and this one's not going to know that, hey, let's, you know, give them some leeway. That's where I think if the team communicates with these things that are kind of out of the norm, then we won't have complaints.
Right. And the resource teacher would be involved with the teacher, so that's a team of 2 at least.
And the team meets once a week, don't they?
As opposed to just one person.
Yeah. So they talk a lot.
I just think we're really looking for continuity, and anything that we put in that would allow that not to occur may or may not be taken advantage of, but if it is, could come back to haunt on a new program being implemented.
So not leaving the flexibility for them to talk about for...
No, I'm saying if we leave it at teachers and just assume that they're going to know that they should talk as a team.
Too discretionary.
Right.
We left a lot last year and we got burned by it. So.
Right.
Okay, so we had that in 5, and then there was another place?
4 and a 5.
Certainly 8.
So we're not going to do the asterisk that Leander suggested?
You know, it doesn't matter to me. It was just another thought as to how to achieve it. So it's just it's a mechanic.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Any other feedback?
I have a question on number 2. additional effort was put forth to improve learning, how will that be